How are you?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. What's your name?
Pritam.
Uttam?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you guys.
Nice to meet you.
Showtime's in the building. Hey, yo, C's in the building.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Zohran Mamdani. It's great to be here with the brothers and the sisters of this masjid. And I'm the first Muslim elected official to ever run for mayor in the history of our city.
Takbir.
And then before I begin, I want to ask everyone here a question, which is if you can raise your hand if you were born outside of this country. Many. Most.
बात ये नहीं है कि मैं क्या बनूंगा, बात ये है कि मैं क्या करूंगा हमारे कम्युनिटीज के लिए और हर एक न्यूयॉर्कर के लिए। मैं हमारे शहर को अफोर्डेबल बनाऊंगा। न्यूयॉर्कर्स मुश्किल से अफोर्ड कर रहे हैं रोटी, कपड़ा और मकान। मैं ये सब बदलने के लिए लड़ रहा हूँ। रेंट फ्री बसेस, यूनिवर्सल चाइल्ड केयर और सस्ती ग्रोसरीज के जरिए। पर आपको एक सवाल पूछना चाहता हूँ, तुमने कभी किसी को वोट किया?
You know, I'm feeling a little trauma walking to the same polling station that I did to vote for Kamala. And, you know, I'm just feeling a lot of hope right now. We did it. I'm feeling a huge...
It is election day. I'm on my way to vote. I don't know that I have ever been more excited to vote for anyone than I am to vote for Zohran Mamdani. I've got my button. I've got my Don't Rank Cuomo t-shirt that I haven't hidden because I'm going to a polling site. Zohran 1, Brad 2, Adrian 3, Stringer 4, Michael Blake 5. And whatever you do, don't rank Cuomo.
Thank you, my friends. Tonight, we made history. In the words of Nelson Mandela, it always seems impossible until it is done. My friends, we have done it. I will be your Democratic nominee for the mayor of New York City. An hour ago, I spoke with Andrew Cuomo about the need to bring this city together as he called me to concede the race. We have won because New Yorkers have stood up for a city they can afford. A city where they can do more than just struggle. And it's where the mayor will use their power to reject Donald Trump's fascism, to stop mass ICE agents from deporting our neighbors, and to govern our city as a model for the Democratic Party.
Put forth, and I'm proud of the issues that we discussed. But tonight was not our night. Tonight was Assemblyman Mamdani's night, and he put together a great campaign, and he touched young people and inspired them and moved them and got them to come out and vote. And he really ran a highly impactful campaign. I called him, I congratulated him, I applaud him sincerely for his effort, and let's give him a round of applause.
So, I actually cannot believe that I'm talking about this guy, but we gotta talk about Zohran Mamdani, guys. Now, clearly this dude is a communist socialist weirdo. He doesn't have any experience in anything when it comes to politics, and this guy's what, 33? So what have you actually done for America as a Democrat? to actually earn this position as the Democratic nominee to be mayor of New York. And when I'm reading the things that he's proposing, this stuff is absolutely crazy. This is like flat out socialism out the, like, it's not even without question. He even says he's an open socialist. So let's just get right to this guy, man. Well, let's just get the obvious out of the way. This guy's Muslim. Okay, now that's clearly a conflict of interest when, you know, people in the Middle East want to kind of, you know, kill us and blow us up and stuff like that. So this Zohran guy, I don't really know where they found this guy, but this dude has TDS out of the ass. So clearly he checks that box. He checks the diversity box because he's brown. I mean, basically this guy's just a boatload of just virtue signal. And I don't even know what the hell these people were thinking, like AOC backing this guy. But clearly AOC, I mean, she's a freaking socialist her damn self. So, you know, they all learned from the one and only Bernie Sanders, in my opinion. But the stuff that he's promising to the people of New York, this stuff is just absolutely asinine. Let's just go down this list because I can't even believe half of this stuff he's promising. He's promising to basically freeze rent, which is honestly stupid because can't just realtors and people who have properties just sell their property? I know a lot of people, you know, who have businesses and stuff like that in New York, they're actually fleeing New York to go to states like Texas and Florida and stuff like that, you know, red states, because they're not about to deal with this socialist ass mayor. If God forbid this guy wins, but it's not looking good for Eric Adams. You know, Andrew Cuomo, he conceded, and it's really not a good look on the Cuomos, but we're going to get into that later. Free buses. Now, there's nothing free about that. Now, when you hear the word free, this is just the typical Marxist playbook that these Democrats use to get these people to vote for them. And then on top of you hating Trump, that's basically all these people have nowadays. You have to hate Trump and promise them free stuff, which is what basically Zohran Mamdani has been doing ever since he's been put in front of a microphone. So nothing's free with that, buddy. That's definitely going to come out of taxpayer money. Universal child care. Child care alone is already expensive in America. How are you going to make that free? Please make that make sense. Oh, is that going to also be another government funded program that you're going to probably do that's going to cost what? The American taxpayer probably over $1 billion to people who do not want to watch your kid. They're just doing this for a job. Why can't the mother watch the kid? The mother should be the main person who want to watch their kid because she should be the main one that don't want really anything to happen to the kid. Not saying the father, you know, doesn't care as much as the mom, but you guys know what I mean as far as a caregiver, you know, because Pops is out there working. So another thing he said is city ran grocery stores. What the hell does that even mean? People that's from the city of New York is going to be running the grocery store. Like, I'm not understanding here. So, like, do you guys, well, they don't believe in capitalism, clearly. So I'm not understanding how that's going to work. You mean to say that to say what? That the people are going to have power over grocery prices? Because they don't determine that, dude. That's determined by inflation. You know, all of the money that your party, you know, print every single day. Yeah, that's how grocery prices and stuff, you know, continue to skyrocket. And when we were getting all of the money from the tariffs from Donald Trump, that's when food prices and eggs and stuff started to go down because it was contributing to the deficit. So I'm not sure where the hell this guy get this, you know, city. I'm like, this is stupid. This dude is just stupid. Okay. Social workers to replace police officers. Dude, in a city like New York, you have to be smoking crack saying something like that. What's wrong with you? Do you not know people are getting assaulted and robbed and beat up and raped, like, you know, all the time in New York? What the hell is a social worker going to do? Oh, well, before you beat me up, let me just notate. Like, nah, dude, we need police out there. Good ones. What are you talking about? I'm not from New York, but I do know people that are from New York, you know, and they know that New York is very, very, very bad. On top of illegal immigrants that's flooding the city, how much did you guys give these illegal migrants? What, $6 billion, Eric Adams said? Absolutely ridiculous, man. And it's like, it's just, the Democrats are they're just so far gone. There's no coming back from this. But I just want to talk about this last promise that he promised the people of New York, which is absolutely asinine. Now, this is when people gears are supposed to start turning, okay? This dude said a $30 minimum wage. Bro, do you know who get that? You know, that's like real government paying jobs that you're talking about, like, you know, a firefighter or police. I don't even think police officers and firefighters get paid this much, so I might be wrong, you know. But $30 minimum wage? Dude, what are you talking about? This is just clear communist socialist playbook. This is the same Marxist ideology that they use with Black Lives Matter, with Antifa, with the No Kings protest and all of that dumb crap. It's just, guys, it's just becoming too much to where this is literally the Democratic Party. He even said it. This dude literally said he's the model for the Dems or something like that. He said he's the model for the Democrats. This is your guy. These are your people. AOC, Zohran Mamdani, Jasmine Crockett, all of these crazy lunatics. This is the Democratic Party now, ladies and gentlemen. These people are crazy. What policy do they actually have, though? Because these are insane. This will never work. This will never work. So I don't know where he's going with this, but you guys see him arguing with like law enforcement and stuff like that. You saw him in the video. This dude is fairly unhinged. So for you guys, honestly, I just want to point this out. I know that, Andrew Cuomo, he got the allegations and stuff like that when it comes to, the essay, which he still denies, by the way. So, that plus his career and stuff like that, I believe he was the former governor. Correct me if I'm wrong, but yeah, with his history, it just wasn't looking good for him. Now with Eric Adams, you guys already know why, Eric Adams isn't with the Democratic Party anymore. He is now independent. Now they say, oh, he supports ICE and he's a Trump lover and, he's with law and order, which I'm not really surprised that he is because he was a former police officer. So that's really stupid for you guys to be mad about him wanting law and order in the city of New York, which they absolutely need. What's wrong with you guys? He basically had open arms for Tom Homan when it came, to him coming to New York, getting the illegals out of here because they're doing all type of heinous acts. You feel what I'm saying? And the people can respect Eric Adams to a certain extent because, before that, he was with the sanctuary law and stuff like that. So he kind of flip-flopping a little bit, So when you do that, ultimately, you make nobody happy, So when it comes to the Zohran Mamdani guy, man, this dude, TDS, is just absolutely off the charts. This dude makes AOC looks like an angel. This dude makes Jasmine Crockett looks like, I don't know, the first lady or something. This dude is really, really bad. This dude, if he becomes mayor, God forbid, this dude is definitely going to be worse than Brandon Johnson. By far. By far. They're saying that New York might end up like London, guys. I don't know if you guys seen London lately, but yeah, it's full of crazy Muslim religious, we're just gonna say extremists, guys. I don't want to, be calling them nothing on here, but yeah, these are some very, very radical people that are in London right now because basically London is so progressively crazy and stupid. They don't want to basically be racist out there, but you got all of these crazy Middle Eastern people basically, assaulting your kids, vandalizing your property, London looks really, really, really bad. But hey, I'm gonna just keep going. But the last thing I really want to say, ladies and gentlemen, because we can't forget about this, because this honestly pissed me off. Who was the first people to line up and vote for this clown? These white progressive liberal women. Literally, this is insanity. These be the first people to fall in line for this Marxist ideology. What's wrong with these people? And Malcolm X once said that white liberals are going to be the downfall of America and society, guys. So, you know, it's been foretold already who's going to ruin this country. You guys already see it. Half of these people voted for Kamala just because they didn't like Trump. That's ridiculous. Trump almost got killed twice, and these people are still trying to say that Republicans are the aggressors. The Republicans need to tone down the rhetoric. What are you talking about? You guys almost killed our Republican nominee. Are you slow, or are you, like, pick one? Stupid or slow? Pick one. But here's the thing, guys. Last thing I want to say, because I wanted to get everything I wanted to get out, because I've never talked about this guy. I've seen him around, but this dude is just a clear communist, socialist weirdo. But I didn't think he would get this far, guys. For him to win the Democratic, nominee to be mayor of New York, that's a big deal, man. When it's this guy, this crazy dude, man, look, it ain't looking good for New York. A lot of investors are packing their bags and leaving, stuff like that. So, man, I'm just praying for anybody who live out there in New York, because if Zohran Mamdani, if he get this mayor seat, you guys are absolutely screwed. I'm just gonna be honest with you. You guys will be absolutely cooked. And that's all I'm gonna say about that, guys. So like and subscribe if Zohran Mamdani needs to check into an asylum. Peace.